Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well tonight.
We are Mike and Michelle.
And we're Luvy's Fat Life. And man, what a day today.
Yes, it's been busy.
It's been very busy at work. It's month end, and I hope everybody can hear us. Give us a big thumbs up if you can. They say never do that, but I think people can hear us, right?
I think so.
Everybody give us a thumbs up. Can you hear us? I hope you can hear us. I think people can hear us. But man, we got a good show tonight. We got a great guest, Miss Nautical Nurse Nancy and Anthony. Been waiting for a long time to have them on. We talked to them a while back about coming on, and they got some experience on the Mardi Gras, and
we can't wait to pick their brains.
Yes, so we've been doing this series now for 3 weeks, and this is week 4 of the Mardi Gras, and couple more weeks and then we're going on the Mardi Gras. So hopefully we hopefully get that exemption for Anthony, and we're going on. And today I kind of lost my cool, and I had to repent. I had to repent today. Man, it is my fault. It is my fault, I have to admit. But I waited on the phone for 120 minutes with Delta Airlines. And we made the decision to cancel our flight and just drive down to Port Canaveral. And so I called, and they said, well, it's an hour and 15-minute wait. So since the time I'd made the reservations, my credit card had been compromised. So they sent me a new card. So I was like, well, I want to make sure I get credited back on my credit card correctly. So I waited 2 hours on the phone. And finally, the lady came on, and she was nice, and we started talking about it. And I was like,
that was short-lived.
Yeah, well, what are you trying to say? So I said, hey, I just want to be credited on my credit card. It's 36 days out, and it looks like I don't even know if my son's going to get an exemption on this, and are we going to be able to go on the cruise, and blah blah blah. And she looks at it and she says, "Sir, this was a non-refundable ticket you bought." All 3 of them. And I was like, huh? She said, yeah, it was non-refundable. And I was like, well, that's not good. And she says, no, but we might be able to do something for you. So she goes and talks to her manager. I'm on the phone another 15 minutes waiting. And she comes back and says, no, we can't do anything for you. But we will give you a credit for, $1,500 for down the road. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I mean, I want that in my checking account, not your checking account. And she's like, it's not going to work that way, sir. And I was like, well, can I talk to your boss? And she's like, sure. So after I talked to 3 bosses, they said, no.
Guess what? We're flying.
Yeah. They said, no, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't care who you are.
You're not the situation.
You're not getting your money back. And the lady finally goes, well, sir, are you going to fly or you're not going to fly? I said, that's none of your business. And she says, well, am I going to cancel the flight or not? And I said, well, I might fly and I may not fly. I said, but if I show up there and you've canceled my flight, I'm going to be really upset. And so I don't know. I don't know if we drive down there that day, if we're going to be flying or not, or driving. So, and then somebody else told me later on, said, well, they may put you on the no-fly list if you showed your butt that bad. And then I started worrying about that afterwards. I was like, so long story short, I think we're flying.
Y'all see what I live with?
But it was my fault, but what really made me mad was the lady had to be a smart butt on the phone and says, well, sir, there was a big blue box that came up and you had to check it saying that you knew it was non-refundable. That's the first time I'd ever went with Delta. I probably did. I booked this thing back in May or March or April or May. I didn't know 6 months later we was going to still have an issue with COVID. I kind of thought that, it wouldn't be an issue, but all right.
It is, and we're flying.
Yeah, so I guess we're flying. We're $1,500. Either that or we're $1,500 out.
We're flying.
We're flying. Okay. All right. So we're going to fly. Right.
We're flying.
So, it'll be the first and last time. Well, it's not the first time we flew Delta. We've
done, yeah.
We went through Expedia before and went with Delta, but it'll be the last time that I booked directly through Delta. In the past, we went through Expedia and went through Delta. And usually we go through Southwest. We've had pretty good time with Southwest, right?
Yes. So anyway,
Here
we are.
So here we are. Yeah.
Yes.
So
let's talk to the people in the chat.
Yeah, let's go through the chat real quick. And I got a tickle in my throat already, so I better go ahead and put a cough drop in. allergies are bad, but the weather's great. How's the weather in the chat? How's the weather in your area right now? I mean, this morning, high 50s, high today, low.
It was chilly this morning.
Low 70s, blue skies all day. Man, it was beautiful today. I don't know what it was like in your area. I think up north, I saw in Pennsylvania, some areas it was raining like it was yesterday here. Beautiful day in North Carolina today. But let's say hey to our people in the chat. And we got Miss Ann Hanley. How you doing, Miss Ann? And you may be, Ann, on the same cruise we are going on in the Mardi Gras, I think. I may have seen you in some chats. Maybe. Maybe not. I may have the wrong Ann. Traveling with Nick P. Just Dave. How you doing, buddy? Traveling Gilberts. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in here. DNG Explorers. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Derek Gregory. KY Travelers. Give our moderators some love tonight. Hope they're doing well. And thank you for keeping us up to date in here and keeping everybody straight. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Whew, I'm glad her and Anthony showed up.
Absolutely.
Lisa Humphrey, how you doing? Glad to join us tonight. So glad you came in here. Who else we got in here? Miss Sherry, Awesome Sunsets. How are you doing? We got to reschedule Miss Sherry too because something came up. I think surgery or something came up. I think your surgery came up and we had her scheduled. So down the road, we need to get with Miss Sherry and get her rescheduled. I haven't forgot about that. Miss Jennifer, how you doing? Miss Holly Ayers, how are you doing? And Holly still listens to all the crime stuff on the podcast every morning. Who else we got in here? Will, how you doing, Will Cooper? Good to see you in here. Nice to have you in. Mr. Danny with Positive Vibes Adventures. He's had some really cool Mardi Gras videos coming out, so go check out his channel. Sub to him. This is a great time right now if you're a creator. Put hashtag creator in. Go sub to a channel in here. See, Nana's Hidden Apron. We got Tom and Brendan here from KY Travelers. Nana's Hidden Apron. And man, this tickle's getting me bad, Michelle. You may have to take over.
Don't leave it to me.
Sorry about that.
You would drink some of my lemonade.
I'm trying to drink some of this Blue Chair Bay, but I'm going to have another excuse to get another one. David Fisher, Fun Adventures. Hi. Man, good to see you, David. Hope you're doing well. I saw recently he's got a career change coming up. That's awesome. Ooh. Congratulations. The Tyler Show. How you doing, Tyler? Good to see you in here. Miss Rhonda B. She's got a cruise coming up too. Awesome. And Derek and Gregory, they're going out on the I think on the Beach Please. I think I mentioned that last week. Beach Please, Honey, and the Whatevs Adventures Ahead cruise in a couple of years. That's going to be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be real fun. Might be dangerous. You may get locked up, but it'll be fun. Kenneth Oakes, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here. And who else we got in here? Betsy from Beach Please. How you doing? And I think we're caught up. So we got Mr. Artie just popped in. How you doing, Mr. Artie? So we'll say hey to other people along the way, but hey, we want to see in the world. Chris, how you doing? Just saw you popped up in here as well. We'll say hey to our friends along the way as we go. But hey, we want to do our cooking segment and then come back and get Nancy and Anthony in here to answer some questions on the Mardi Gras. We got specific questions. And then you guys, please. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I love the good boy haircut you got there going on. And the good boy haircut also reminds me of such a good boy haircut. Yes, Lord. Love the good boy haircut.
I don't know what to do with
enough.
him.
So we got to get to
Yes,
we're ready, we're right?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Absolutely.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for like the what's cooking segment here of the show? It's a little long today, so we got to hurry up so we can get Nancy and Anthony here. We got some good questions for them. So let's do the intro for this.
And now it's time for What's Cooking?
I am so hungry. What's cooking?
What's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
Hey, Grandma, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
What's cooking? Hey, what's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
Get in my belly!
What's cooking?
Hey, what's cooking?
What's cooking?
Let me tell you something, Mike Loveless. You're gonna know what's cooking, brother.
All right, now it's time for you guys to see what's cooking. What's cooking? Too many Kenny Chesneys already. D&G Explorers. Derek is what's cooking this week. And do you like Brussels sprouts? I used to not like Brussels sprouts, but I like Brussels sprouts now. Derek throws down on the Brussels sprouts, and we're going to share it to you right now.
I'm willing to try it.
Hey, when you see how he throws them down, you're going to want to try them. So here, check these out.
All right, you guys, so this is, I'll do a little video of it, but I cut the Brussels sprouts in-house. What I do is I use olive oil, I'll use garlic with it. If you're allergic to garlic like my mom, we use shallots in it instead, or red onions, and then we do the salt and pepper in it. Get it nice and hot and saute it. So we'll put these down, get them all nice and brown and crispy, or just browned. And then what I do is, I don't like this one as much, but I have a better one that's beef. But since I'm having chicken for dinner, I didn't want to use beef as the bouillon. But I add this into some water, and I covered that up at that point for about 5 minutes. I let it steam, and then when I'm done with that, I reduce it and let it kind of caramelizes, and that's when I know it's done. You can adjust your time for cooking these when they're steamed based on how hot or how soft you like it, but about 5 minutes is what I find what I like. So that's kind of what I do, but I'll show you a little bit as it goes along. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like. Some of them are getting a little bit browned, but I usually try to get a good char in it, and then I'll flip them around and get the other side going a little bit. And then I don't use much of this in there. I just want enough to create steam. So I might not even use all of this, and that's when I cover it up. So the whole process takes about maybe 15 minutes. Doesn't take long to do. All right, so this looks pretty good right now. So I'm gonna add still have about that much left. Again, I don't need much, just to make it steam. Cover it up, set it for 5 minutes. All right, so usually what I'll do is I'll taste this, but I'm not going to taste it to see if it's the right crunch to it. But I'm going to actually add a little bit more, let it reduce. So what I'll do is I'll stir this occasionally, and this is where you get the good coating of all those juices. It's already got the coloring to it that I liked, and I will tell you, these little leaves, when they fall off, these are like heaven. But I just keep reducing it, and I'll probably end up using all of this, but by turning this over, letting it sit for a little bit, that's what helps add the flavor to both sides of it. All right, guys, I think I'm pretty much about done. As you can see, it kind of gets like a caramelized look to it, but everything's been reduced. And I think we are ready to go. So that's how I do mine. I've tried different ways. Sometimes I'll put bacon in it, but I'm trying to do a reduced fat diet. And oh yeah, I've been cooking it on medium-high to medium, but mainly medium-high is what I've been cooking it on to reduce everything. I think almost there. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, guys, last polo, I promise. So this is what it looks like. I've never done this before. I was hoping they'd be a little bit more crispier, but I was experimenting. These are sweet potatoes, like fries, and then that's it. So looking forward to this.
I just have to say that the Brussels sprouts were heavenly. I love the taste of those Brussels sprouts that Derek makes. And yeah, they were perfect. I could have had more, but they were all gone. We shared them. And now they're gone. But yes, you guys have to try them. If you can make them yourself, that's awesome. But nobody makes Brussels sprouts like Derek, I'm sorry. They're the only ones that I will eat that I like, really. I mean, I'll eat the ones that are in a bag, frozen, and they're lightly salted and all that stuff. But they come nowhere close to Derek's. His are awesome. But have a good night, guys.
Man, look, hey, Gregory sold me on them.
Yeah, I think I'll try that.
I want to try those. So Derek, thank you for letting us post that.
You.
The only thing that bothers me with, when I eat Brussels sprouts or cabbage or anything that is they make Michelle laugh. They make her laugh a lot, and they make her laugh a lot. You thought I was going to hit the fart button, didn't you?
Yep, I sure did.
Actually, I made a mistake, and I meant to hit the fart button, and I hit the laugh button. So that's what.
Okay, that's good.
That's what happens, Hey,
that's good.
So maybe God was looking down and said, Mike, instead of farting, you need to laugh. Maybe God was looking down at us after all. Said, Mike, and God's voice said, "No more farting. Laugh today, Lord." All right, huh? He said that. All right, Saint Anthony's back there laughing, I think. All right, so we're gonna play.
Can you imagine having to live with them?
Yes, you can. Oh, you mean them? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Nautical Nurse Nancy and Anthony's back here. Let's play their little intro, and then boom, they're in here. Okay.
We are gonna pick their brains.
All right,
and
we're
find
gonna
out
pick
all
their
the
brains.
answers.
Thank you guys for joining us. Get some questions ready. We got some questions for them as well. We're gonna talk about the Mardi Gras. Hello.
The pole. That's on the Mardi Gras.
No, we pulled them off some other ones. We pulled way off of other ones than
some of them were long ago.
I stalk and went way off of they were definitely not Mardi Gras. And
the end ones were.
The last ones were on the pole. Yeah.
They were?
Nautical Nurse Nancy said, the fart button has been replaced by the laugh button.
You got the fart, then the laugh, and then the laugh, and you talk about farting. And it's all a circle.
And we had, who else said, I thought Rhonda B made a good comment in here too. What'd she say? God has a good sense of humor. I've always told Michelle that. I thought God has always had a great sense of humor because, he could always make farts smell like anything and they stunk. They could have smelled like roses or anything else.
We're really having this conversation.
Okay, we won't go that way. Okay,
all right. Physiology of the body.
Yeah, we got two nurses here and nothing bothers them. And then, me and Anthony are probably like, hey, we hear that talk all the time. So, whatever.
Definitely.
So, Nancy and Anthony, everybody knows who you guys are. Your laugh and your smile is contagious, and your jokes, St. Anthony, are just hilarious. Tell everybody, if they don't know you, if they've come out from Iraq, or that maybe they're going on the Mardi Gras, like, who's this Nautical Nurse Nancy? Nancy and Anthony. Tell them a little bit about, how, number one, how you got Nautical Nurse Nancy name, but a little bit about your channel and just how you got into cruising.
Well,
we got your name.
We were researching cruises a while ago when we were going to do our first cruise, and YouTube is your friend with researching cruises. So what better username than Nurse Nancy? So then I got drawn into this cruise community, and I just, like many, you don't realize that there's a community out there of creators, and then the live stream, you get connected by these live streams, and you get really connected with people from all over. And it got me, the more I watched, the more I learned, and the more I connected with people, and got addicted to it.
Cruise Tips TV.
Yep, so many channels. La Lita
That was one of the
Loca,
early ones.
Dave and Brandy's Excursions.
Yeah.
So many really great
Loca.
creators out there. Yep. So you get drawn into this community, and then I thought about being a creator and how it might help. Like, I couldn't find enough videos for what I wanted to see. So I thought, well, why not share? And a lot of creators were encouraging. So I thought, well, why not? Let's try to just share some of our ventures. And so we started doing that. And now we connect on Tuesday nights with live streams and love it. It's just a lot of fun. So
It is. It's a lot of fun.
So love this cruise community.
So Tuesday nights, after Lolita Loca, you guys come on. So yeah, on Tuesday nights, that's a packed night with a lot of creators on Tuesday nights. So
Tony and Jenny have been so amazing in this, just so encouraging for so many creators in this community.
Yep.
I just feel like so many of this community are very open-handed, very encouraging. I love that. Love how encouraging.
Including a lot of people and what's going on.
Yep. Calling out different people.
And
always,
real people.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, this is not a fake community. We're not like, not a lot of showboating.
Not judgmental,
Not
and
they're just real.
Yeah. And what better thing to talk about than like going on vacation, the anticipation of going on vacation together. So you guys have that coming up.
Yes, we can't wait.
Yeah, we got the Mardi Gras the week of Halloween, the same week you guys are getting ready to go on cruise too, on another group cruise.
Yes.
But it looks like, we've already got some questions popping up. Rhonda B and Tom, they're going on a cruise of I think October the 2nd on the Whatevs cruise.
Yes.
But the cruise, she's got a question for you, both of you, right off the bat. What's something you didn't get to do on the Mardi Gras? Which I remember in talking to you behind the scenes, you were like, 1 week's not enough to get to do everything you want to do, but all that you wish you had.
Right off the top, there's an easy one. And that is that on the Mardi Gras, because there was so much going on, we didn't get a chance to watch. We like to watch the leaving from the dock, and then the pulling into the dock, the refueling, pilot boats, that type of thing. We did get to see the pilot boat a little bit on the way out, but that's about it. And then we really didn't get to do that.
We were like trying to go.
Yeah, we really didn't get to do that. That was there. Part of it was because we had my girls with, I think, because there's just busier with the extra family there.
Yeah, with family.
Yeah, a little different cruising. But that would be one thing I think that we really like to do, just because I really get into the boat stuff. So a lot of the YouTube channels I watch are not cruise related directly like this. They're actually like going out on a sailboat or, just larger boats, but not necessarily the size of Mardi Gras, things that are smaller, but also getting into like maritime stuff. So I watch a number of guys that are out there in a cargo container cruise world, and where they talk about being on a container ship, that type of stuff. So
seeing
I grew up on the water,
seeing
so
the
for
ropes
me
go in and out, and just the whole process of docking, going in, pulling into port. We watched a little of it, but we didn't watch as much as we would have liked. Like even like sunrises,
sunrise, sunset.
I think there's always a little bit. We didn't get to do the nightclub. We didn't get to go into the limelight at all. We were just busy trying to. We also had a spa package, so we were trying to get our money's worth from that. So we were at the spa quite often, just enjoying the thermal suites. There's just
nice.
That's probably, in retrospect, I think I would have not done that in retrospect. I'm like, you have to really pick and choose where you're going to spend your time. And that's with any cruise, I think.
Right. So Chris from See the World with Chris, which I know you know Chris.
Yep.
And Laura, he says, what is the one thing that you ate on the Mardi Gras that is not to miss?
That was one of my questions too.
That big chicken. That's not to miss, that big chicken.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people say that, but big chicken was mind blowing. It was really, really good. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
It
So
was
it lived up to its reputation that everybody talks about it.
Yes,
really
and you've got Guy's Burgers and Big Chicken.
And we love the Guy's Burgers area too.
Phenomenal.
And Guy's has a larger area for you to eat in.
And also then the back of the ship, which we're going to talk about in a bit.
Well, that was Big Chicken.
No. Down
back of the ship.
Yeah, down on the deck.
The
what do they call that area? The
I'm not
porch?
Sure. Which one? What
area?
The barbecue area was good.
The Pig and Anchor area,
the Pig and Anchor area, and the Summer Landing area. It was nice. It was a very nice vibe. That Summer Landing was a really fun vibe. And
that's a great addition to
Pig
the
and
ship.
Anchor. The staff at Pig and Anchor were super attentive.
Yeah.
They treated us like royalty.
Yeah.
They really.
That was actually one of the questions. David and Brandy asked, "What was your favorite area of the Mardi Gras?"
Yeah, I would say for me, it was the Summer Landing area.
I don't know. We had a couple. We loved the Serenity. It was huge.
Serenity is nice.
The pool, they has a pool, but it gets filled up very quickly because it's such a large ship. But Summer Landing, I think Summer Landing was one of those amazing areas. That you could look out on. But also, you know, the upper aft, the tides pool was also a very nice area you could look out on. So both of those areas are in the back of the ship. You get to see that aft wake. We did get a lot of aft wake viewing and relaxation back there. So that was, those were some of our favorite areas. I think that the stage area is a little tricky to get to on deck 6. Was it? Yeah, on the lower level. It's
deck 7
it kind
and
of
8,
looks.
it makes it easier.
It looks like you're going into the spa, and then you kind of like have to go past it. It was like
she's still thinking about.
I feel like they need more signage for the stage area, for that main stage area, not the atrium, but that main stage. I'm sorry, I'm not great on all the terms of the Mardi Gras yet.
But the Summer Landing area, the one thing I would say is that's amazing about it, they really did a good job at rethinking how that area is, because it's a combination of the sports bar, Pig and Anchor, the brew house,
the veterans
area, and that's all kind of together. I mean, you can go down there and they've got all of the TVs that are normally in the sports bar and most of the carnival ships. But you've got them with these big cushy leather couches and chairs and an area to sit. And I mean, it's a big area.
It's a very friendly area. It's
you can come down there, relax, just kick back. They got ice cream machine right there. Live music going on down in the area.
Kind of like more of a honky tonk, kind of like a
kind of
country
a sports bar kind of feel, but country sports bar.
I looked on their website and it says Summer Landing has Guy's Pig and Anchor and Brew House, the Watering Hole Bar, Heroes Tribute Lounge, Swirls, and it's also connected to the pool area.
Yeah, and they're not even mentioning the sports area. So they've got like a number of large screen TVs on there with all of those areas.
They have some foosball. It's just very friendly feeling. And then just that pool. I feel like they've changed out the Summer Landing to be more of a public area and kind of cheated the Havana guests for the pool area. But like really it's nice. Just very, very nice. So everybody gets to enjoy that extra pool deck area.
Just really a cozy place to
relaxing. And all along the side of it is all seated areas, loungers, a variety of different types of loungers, just a very nice whirlpools. It's a really nice area.
I think on one of your lives I was watching, I think it was your family, and then I saw Sarah with Q's Cruisers on there as well. And there was an area, I don't know if that was outside of your room area, but there was like there's like a lounging area or like a bed area, and then I saw you walk on down towards the Lido as well. What area was that considered? Was that the Serenity
I
area?
think that's the Lido. I think that was the Lido area. Well, the Serenity has a lot of loungers. Oh yeah, we took a walk along.
From
Yes,
Serenity
and
down.
Sarah was kind of helping me because I was limp along, Nancy. So yes, and we walked along from the Serenity all the way back to that back tide. I think more of that tides pool area, but yes.
So the Lido deck has changed significantly with the Mardi Gras class ships. It's much more along the lines, I would say, like Royal, where you've got.
It's like more enclosed.
It's more enclosed. It's a little tighter.
A little bit.
You've got more balcony decks that are set up there.
Mm-hmm.
So like the evening movies, they still do in that area, but it's a lot nicer in the fact that you've got like 4 or 5 layers of decks that you can sit there and watch the movies and without obstruction of view of anybody that's there. Whereas, you know, in some of the other class ships that Carnival has, everybody's down in that one main area and it's all like level area. This is more staged down.
Well, and correct. Some of the younger Carnival ships have that where they have the different tiers.
But then the Lido area has kind of been replaced down by the Promenade area where they've got the bigger show. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening down there now. In that, what they would normally do up in the Lido area, I think, is happening. A lot of stuff is happening down there.
Well, on the atrium, they really have a lot of shows that they use that as a second show, like a theater area. So it has a different feel than the
there's a different vibe to it in that area.
Otherwise did, but it's a beautiful area.
It's gorgeous. It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
So kind of talking in the same lines of that, Lisa Humphrey has come in and said, out on that Lido area, I know there's like the Tiki Lounge. How was the Red Frogs? You know,
that's
bar?
really cool.
It's very popular. Very popular.
It's very popular.
Yeah. So we never did get a drink from there, but it was like very much the place to be. Very very fun vibe. Just
connected.
And it's right by you know, it's down from Guy's Burgers, and then you could walk into the upper deck of the Red Frog rum bar. So you kind of feel like I felt like there was, but it kind of disconnected too. I felt like there was an upper level of that and a lower level. They both kind of felt very much like the Red Frog rum bar, but the lower part definitely hooked into the Lido. So it was part of the Lido where the upper, and you have to realize I was dealing with mobility issues. So it was not easy for me personally to get, and he was my wheelchair assistant. So it really wasn't easy for us to get from one level to the other without using an elevator. So other people that are more mobile would, you know, easily take the stairs. And I wasn't, at that time, I was not taking the stairs so much. But really had a lot of fun though still.
Yeah, the main area of the Lido is really set up more like a street vendor type of feel. So you've got the small food shops. They're really quite
the street eats,
Street eats,
right?
That was interesting.
And that was very neat.
Hannah loved those dumplings. Every day she'd go up and find the dumplings. They're just little bite-sized little tastes.
Right, and like little street vendors that you would come to.
Tasting them.
Except kind of built in. So it's a little, like I said, it's a different feel in that area than the normal carnival.
So right there on that main Lido, you said is Guys there and
no.
Guys is on the second level of what I call second level Lido.
So it's like down from that rum bar. It's the Red Frog rum bar. It's down. It's
consider that the Lido's like 2 levels now almost. It really is. The pool's only on the first level, but the rest of it is still really very much a Lido.
So on that Lido area, they have the towel shack that where you can get your towels. You get your they have the Red Frog rum bar, then they have the Blue Iguana more toward the,
which is really just like front. A Mexican
that's place. That
there's no real
excellent tacos. They had the burritos. No, it's not the Blue Iguana tequila bar. It's only it's the Blue Iguana cantina.
Yes,
is to the front of that Lido area, whereas
the street eats are on the other side.
Whereas the Red Frog is more to the aft of that Lido. So it's a little different layout than the Horizon and Vista class ships, you know, where they are side by side at the front of the ship. These are kind of off from them, but both of them are there. Both those food options are there. Well,
they still got the breakfast
bar,
burrito,
and then the breakfast burrito and the food option there, and then to the other side of that front of the Lido is where the street eats are, as well as the seafood shack. And so the street eats includes like different of those different, like a different variety every day. They change of those little dumplings or pot stickers, and then fries, different type of fries, which were okay. I wasn't blown away by the fries.
It depends on the day.
I think that they were in a shortage of fries at
that somebody
time.
told me that they thought that the fries were different at the.
I think that they were going through a little bit of a
well, they have different fries that are on.
And then they had like a stir fry type of some kind of a stir fry type of
with different things each
day. But that's where those street eats were on there.
Yeah.
And then on the actual Lido buffet, that includes different, like a whole variety of, that's where the shawarma was, and the variety of different like desserts, and where we enjoyed the buffet, the selections of the buffet. I know a lot of people aren't into the buffet, but we really liked it. They do have somebody, before you can go into the enclosed areas, they have employees standing there. And if you don't have a mask with you, they'll have like a bag of masks, and they'll like make sure that they try to encourage you to wash your hands and all of that. So,
Slinky asked, and I may have missed where you said this. Is there any part of the Red Frog Pub that's indoors now?
Maybe a little of that upper, like the upper deck might be, but it's not like a pub.
It's not like the older ships where they had their own indoor.
Like the Dream class ships have that Red Frog pub area. It's more that rum bar that's been extended.
Yeah, I'd actually say that there is on the second floor.
We didn't really get to explore that area so much.
I would say that there is on the second floor. You do have that area that is more enclosed. They've got a back area. They've actually got some Red Frog merchandise up in there.
Yes, David Brandy look amazing, and the Francisconis also bought the Red Frog, like the shirts.
And if it's raining out, you can actually go to the Red Frog and not get wet.
Yes,
so it is kind of indoors, but it's not really. It's kind of the same as the other.
But it's not quite like the pub. I don't know. It's like maybe just a mix of the two.
I completely disagree because she didn't spend much time on the second level, and I did.
I couldn't get there because
she couldn't get there, and I could.
Mobility
the second level is definitely like that, where you're more indoor like that, but you do still have the outside that's there, more like the normal Lido Red Frog, and then it's got that side area where there are tables and stuff that are inside. So much like that.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
She doesn't believe me, but it's true.
No, I totally do believe him. I don't know where they have karaoke. We meant to go to karaoke, but we never got to go to karaoke. So I'm not sure if they did that in the Limelight Lounge. I'm kind of thinking they did manage their sound. Like you could go from one area to another area to another area, and the sound would not carry from one area to another.
They did a phenomenal job.
That was pretty cool.
In the ship. I mean, it really was. You could definitely tell it's like right here, I can hear what's behind me. Take a step forward, and now I can hear what's in front of me, but not what's behind me.
Oh, wow.
It really was almost a transition that sharp.
They really did a great job.
It's amazing. They really did a good job at
tons of live musicians all around the ship.
All over the ship, yeah.
I kind of felt like the guy that was the guitar player that was across from the fortune teller bar. He didn't get enough kudos. He was kind of like, I almost felt like he was like stuck in a corner.
Right. So the fortune teller bar.
He was an excellent musician, but it was kind of like he was playing and we were like passing by him every time.
So the fortune teller bar, and that's in the French Quarter, right?
I think that's in the pivotal area because you have to go around that to get to certain places. Right. So you have to know where that fortune teller bar is in order to get to different locations on that level.
But it is kind of split. So the bar itself is on the one side, and then there's the hallway that everybody's walking through, and then the actual sit-down bar section for the fortune teller.
Area.
The seating area is right there, and that's where they had that. they had that musician was right in that area.
Excellent musician. We just didn't take enough time to listen to it all.
So Derek's asking about the brewed beer there. Is that's really brewed in the brew house, right?
It is. It is. Now, how
Yes.
do you know that's not Gregory asking that question? That's what I
Well,
want to know.
it could be.
It probably is Gregory.
It could be.
It is really. They really did,
It's
and
at
they
the
actually
brew
had.
house, yes.
It,
Yeah,
it definitely
and
could be.
Yes.
They have multiple different beers that they do have there, and they do brew them. I actually walked by as they were transferring it from the wort into the chiller at one point. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
Cool.
You can actually see the whole process and
We
kind
just
of talk to
need
them.
more time on there.
Yeah.
You did went 2 weeks.
I know.
They really well. You need for that ship. I would say you probably need 5-6
Like
weeks.
a month.
So you need to book
Oh,
it
yeah,
2 or
it's
3
big.
times, right?
It's really big.
It's just
Wow.
amazing. You just have to
So,
pick and choose what you're going to do with your time.
So did you get a chance to? Miss Ann asked, did you get a chance to eat at Rudy's?
We did. We did not give enough time for Rudy's. So it took a little while. Gentlemen need to wear long pants at Rudy's. So he had dress khakis on or dress pants, or he had like nicer shorts that would be acceptable anywhere else. But he had to go back to the room to change. And we were seated. Our experience at Rudy's was a little bit odd because
we had a training waitress.
Our waitress was just not great.
She had to be training because it was just not right.
Not super. And I think after they kind of cued into the fact that we were waiting, she was struggling, we were struggling, we were waiting a long time for our food.
But the food was amazing.
The food was delicious. The lobster mac and cheese was amazing. The lobster bisque was okay, but then the crab, that crab stuffed lobster was amazing. We just didn't have enough time. I had to go off to do the live stream. And so literally I chose the wrong night to do it because I needed to set up the live stream and all of this. And I was getting like hyped up for my live stream. And I should have really designated like 2 hours to eat there. It just
Rita's driving.
It's Derek.
That's Derek.
That's great. I hope it's Derek unless it's Gregory texting and driving.
Yeah, hopefully he's not texting and driving. No, I don't think he would.
Rudy's was a good experience. I would like to try it again. I think that most people found it to be super. We just happened to have kind of an off experience with it, but the food was fabulous. I think it was worthwhile trying. 2 weeks is still enough time. Dave and Brandy, they should know.
So what about we talked a little bit about the fortune teller bar area, but did you get to spend much time in the French Quarter area, the Emeralds area, the Brass Magnolia Bar, Jazz Band?
That was her favorite area.
That Brass Magnolia was.
I still can't get used to that name.
Hannah loved that whole area. Her favorite drink was in that area. That Prim's cup. She loved it.
What is that?
She loved it. So she would get 1 or 2 every single night, and she bonded with the staff there. Like it's so easy to do. They were very personable, and so we were there quite often. And then they had that live jazz going on. That was kind of a mix of jazz and like pop culture kind of songs, but in a jazz kind of way. I got to meet one of the jazz musicians the first day. It was really
They did
cool.
like a Nirvana song or something jazz.
Yeah.
Right? I think somebody posted
Yep.
that.
They kind of like have like different, pop music or different rock music, but then in a jazz type of a rendition. Yeah. So
I just keep every time I think of that place, it's always steel magnolias and brass.
No,
but
Brass Magnolia, and not too far from that magicians. What is that? That other bar, the fortune teller bar. I keep on thinking magician, but
And the Alchemy bar was right above that,
which we didn't get to spend nearly.
So that's right
any
next to the
time in.
Limelight. So it's up above that. It's kind of hanging over. It's on the 7th floor, and it kind of overhangs into the French Quarter there from the top. But yeah.
I wore pants for this. You know what what I do have to give them kudos for is that they realized we were not trying to complain or anything, but we were kind of like, come on. And we could see other people being served and we're like, oh, okay, well, when is the food coming? Blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, but so they did change our wait staff over. We didn't complain. We did not complain, but they did. And then from there on, everything went really, really, really smoothly. So crab stuffed lobster was,
yeah, that's good.
That was, unfortunately, I was like so full by that time. Cause you know, like the longer you are eating, then like you kind of fill up. And I was so full, they actually gave us it to go and we couldn't eat it. Like it's like after a while, like we couldn't eat it.
So the question, could you get multiple appetizers? You can.
Oh no, they let you have one appetizer, one
that's right.
salad.
But you could choose 2 appetizers instead of
or 2 salads. So they give you a little flexibility. It's plenty of food. And then one entree.
And that wasn't too fishy at all.
And the lobster mac and cheese was not super fishy. It was super, that was what I would recommend. Naomi got the oysters. She liked them, but not as well as some of the other oysters she had gotten from a place that specializes in oysters. So they were okay, but not like the best oysters in the world. So
it's kind of transitioned up to the Grand Central area. You talked a little bit about the atrium area.
Yes.
Yeah.
You also had the Java Blue Cafe there, the Grandview Bar, the Piano Bar 88, Punchliner Comedy Club.
Yeah, those are down a little bit.
Any of those? Did you get to experience any of those?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit. Yep. So those are just down from the atrium just a bit. When you're heading towards the theater.
They handle the sound very, very well.
Very
well. A show could be going on and you go like around the corner and you see the piano bar
and you can hear that versus the atrium.
Yeah. And then you go into the comedy show.
And then that was next over.
And that always had a long, long line. But we got into several
really
comedy shows. Really funny. Great comedy show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they've got like 4 or 5 comedians that are rotating.
I think around the corner.
So it's not just the same show every night.
Yep. Excellent comedy. I think that. Oh, thank you, Nightbot.
That Nightbot. I mean, we pay him well to put that stuff in there. So at the main, did you get to watch any of the Family Feud? I've seen somebody like Mark with the Cruise World. I mean, he did an awesome video.
We got a little bit.
It's hilarious. Oh my word! Our Family Feud was the one that when we watched it was the one where the gentleman said that I think that he just wasn't even thinking when he said the answer, what he didn't have to do on a cruise ship that he would normally do at home. And he said, brush his teeth. And we're like, what? I just think that he was not even thinking. I mean, it has to be so nerve-wracking. I connected a little bit with Mark about how he was feeling up on stage. And I can't even imagine like being up there and how what would you like actually when it comes to coming up with the answers? Like, I feel like my brain would just be mush. Like I'd be like, oh, I don't know my
name. Did y'all get to experience the piano bar at all? Did y'all?
Yes, we did.
A little bit of time. It was very, very crowded all the time. So you had to wait for somebody.
Is that a single or dual? Is that a single or dual piano bar?
It was a single.
Single piano bar.
Okay. Patrick Duffy.
Excellent. Okay.
That's
Patrick Duffy, did it. The cruise director was there for some of it, and he's got an amazing voice.
Yes, Chris the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah, the Flying Scotsman.
We got to hear him.
He was really good singing along, but he was leading some of the songs. So he did really good. That was pretty much packed out.
Yeah,
that was packed out. The comedy was packed out.
Yes, always.
They're all very good. So I mean, there's a good reason that they're a prime watch for.
So you have to get into the piano bar. You have to wait, and somebody would be there.
Yeah.
at the door.
They had
and you'd
maitre
have
d'
to
at the
wait
door.
for somebody to leave in order to get in.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And the only seats that we had weren't really comfortable for me and my knee. And so I
She
couldn't
was
stay there
down
very
too
long.
because of it. So yeah.
So
Yeah, we stayed for a little while.
but
All right, so
Chris.
it looks
Yeah.
like we got about 8 minutes left. So I'm going to switch over, and we've talked a little bit about these food-wise. So I've got a list of complimentary eats and then specialty dining eats, and some of these you may not have tried over the week. So maybe
tried a
we can
lot.
go through real quick, and you kind of give us a thumbs up, or you know,
Okay.
maybe middle of the road, or down. Some of these you may not have tried, and I remember hearing one of these.
Now you got to realize that when somebody else is doing the cooking, most of the time I
gonna
am
be-
like, "Thank you, you're doing the cooking for me." So
and then after we get through with these, I'm gonna ask you, okay, give us your top 5 or your
Awesome.
top 3, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay. So,
We're ready.
big chicken, breakfast or lunch. Okay. Big chicken is
breakfast.
a
You
different
know what? For
plus.
me, breakfast was so.
I love the
He
breakfast.
liked it,
It's kind of
Okay.
a little bit like instead of waffles and chicken, it was biscuits and chicken.
but the biscuits
Okay.
were a little dry.
So
You know,
along
like
that
I mean,
line?
they were dry.
So it's good. It's a good southern kind of.
I like a moisture
morning
sandwich.
breakfast.
I like the breakfast burrito.
Did you get to go to Blue Iguana?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Oh,
Good. Chabangs, did you get to go there?
yes.
Yes.
Um,
Actually, it was good.
Yeah.
If you like the Chinese, I love the Chinese that they had
They
there.
give you a lot of selection. It's almost
It's a
almost
lot of selection.
overwhelming how
It's-
much
it's
selection
spicy.
you get.
It is spicy, so you got to watch what you're getting there.
But you get a lot of different little portions, so a lot of little tastes. So I think that we were happy. The Chabang
They
staff
kept it-
was amazing as well.
Yeah,
They were
really
really,
good.
really good.
Go ahead.
So it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think so. A lot of variety.
Yeah.
You might
So-
want to look at the menu ahead of time just to kind of figure out some of
Okay.
it.
So I'm going to butcher this with my southern accent, my southern
Oh
drawl.
gosh.
Cucino's del Capitano. I don't know how
Oh,
you say
so
that.
good.
You can say
Really
it.
good.
So
And-
good. We had that the last
From one
night.
Italian to
Oh.
Cucino's, good.
I wish we
Okay,
had been
good.
there
Good.
more.
Very good.
Okay, the main dining room, Flamingo or the
Yes.
Palm Restaurant.
Absolutely.
We liked it.
Really
we liked,
good.
We liked the main dining room.
Yeah, good
and,
food.
you know, connecting with the staff.
Guys
Yes.
Burger Joint.
Always.
That's they were up on it this time too, because I've had Guy's Burgers where it's dry. Theirs weren't that dry. They had it. You know how it is. You got to cook that meat just right for that burger
And
to
a
turn out just
really
right.
nice
And
area.
they did a good job.
Really nice area for
Yeah.
Guy's Burgers.
Yeah,
So
it really is. It's a bigger area.
I want to go back there, man. Now I'm
It's a
hungry.
bigger area.
Well, come on with us.
What about the Pig and Anchor
Please.
Smokehouse? Did you get
Yes.
to try it?
Oh, Pig and Anchor was really good.
Okay.
Great barbecue, mac and cheese.
I think that you might be a little disappointed with the barbecue, Mike, but
I think so.
I don't
They had
know.
a great dry rub, there's just a number of different things that were there.
I was okay with the flavor. I I thought that the
thought it was
atmosphere
great.
and the staff was excellent, but it was like an okay meal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, what about the Lido Marketplace Street Eats?
Marketplace
there's a bunch of
Street.
different places there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were okay. It depends on which day you were there.
Hannah loved popping up there and getting
Yeah.
the little dumplings
But it
just
wouldn't
for
be
the
something-
variety.
The variety is the thing, and you might catch one that you like and one you don't. So
Yeah, I didn't care for them so much, quite honestly. Larry Thomas is amazing.
Hey,
Hi, Larry.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we're going to throw that in Anthony's fund.
Yes.
Anthony, our son, needs some money for the arcade.
Yes,
you
he's
know?
getting money for that. Yeah.
Thank you, Larry. We
Yes,
appreciate
thank
that.
you
And
so much.
thank you for joining us tonight
Yes,
yeah.
too.
Let's keep cruising.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And Larry, I think just came off. I think he was on there twice, so he's got a lot of experience on here.
Larry and
Okay.
Elaine are sweet people. Sweet people. We got to cruise with them multiple times. So on both on Mardi Gras and Adventure of the Seas. So just amazing people.
There were 2 other eating venues that you hadn't covered yet.
I think he's still going on it.
Yeah, I still got plenty more
He's
to come.
still
Though.
going.
We're going to go through these real quick. What about the pizzeria at Del Capitano's?
We didn't try
Okay.
it. It did have a decent line, but it seemed to move pretty quickly. So we did not try.
I had
pizzeria.
pizza one night. It was good.
You did.
Oh,
it's as good as it is on
Thank you,
Twitter.
Thank
Visa.
you so much.
Vizo, you're so wonderful.
Raphael.
Rafi. I want a vacation with Raphael is
Thank you.
amazing. And Amanda, so sweet. Such
Yeah,
good
thank you.
people.
Thank you,
very
Vizzo.
much.
All right, so we're going to go through the specialty dining now. Now, some of these
Okay.
may be paid and some, bonsai tapenaki.
We
Didn't do
didn't
that.
try it.
Okay, you didn't try that. Bonsai sushi.
Didn't
Didn't
try
try
it.
that.
Okay.
But we have
chef's-
done the teppanyaki on Horizon, and it was a ton of fun.
It was fun there, but we
lot
just
of
haven't
fun.
tried it on this one.
Chef's table.
Oh,
Oh,
I liked it.
it was good.
It was not as good as the Horizon.
It's not as good.
I think that they were getting back into the groove. And
I actually liked Royals better, and they keep doing the same stuff. But
And they aren't located quite in the same area. They give you a lot of variety and
A lot of
interesting
variety.
tastes.
very interesting.
I like
Nothing
it.
was bad, but it's not, to me, it wasn't the same kind of dining experience as I would have expected for
Okay.
chefs, right? But it was really good food. So not to judge that at all. It's just
I
I
liked
expected
it.
something different.
I liked it.
Okay. We already talked about emeralds. We didn't talk about that. Emeralds, did you try it?
Emeralds, we didn't
We
try.
did not try.
And we really,
Okay.
I wanted to try the Bananas Foster on Emeralds, but I
Yeah.
didn't try it.
But every time we looked at it, it just didn't seem worth
You know
the
what? Not
upcharge.
many people. The
It
location.
wasn't that full.
I feel like Emeralds is in a really awkward location. Like
Yeah.
people just walk through Emeralds and they don't really like stop it. And the
But
menu,
the menu isn't that
the
great.
way that the menu is placed is on reflective mirrors, and you can't even see it. So nothing really like draws you in. I kind of regret not trying Emeralds, though. I would have liked to have tasted at least a little from there. Lisa Humphrey is amazing. She hung out with
that
us.
is so
Thank
sweet.
you so much,
Oh,
Lisa.
you. Thank you, Lisa. We're going to give that to our son as well. He's gonna have a good time at the arcade on the Mardi Gras,
He
right?
sure is.
We're going to try to get him on the boat. We didn't get to talk about
that.
that, but we're going to try to get him on the boat as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So, you already talked about Rudy's, so that was a thumbs up overall.
Yeah, overall.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, the
yeah.
service
Really
was
good
kinda,
food.
but the
Definitely,
food was
definitely.
good.
Definitely.
Service, but
But
service
that
is a
was
hit
just
or
a
miss.
one-off, so I
Right.
don't feel like
Service
they
is
should.
hit or miss. The food was really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
I would recommend it.
Presentation
And
nice.
what about Seafood Shack? Did you get to try that?
No, but we had on Horizon. We loved it. We loved it on Horizon. So I would recommend it just based off of if it's the same type of. We did not get to try it though, but we did see a lot of people eating like crab and all, items from the Seafood Shack.
Yeah, we just didn't try it.
All right, and the last one I have on here is the Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. Did
No,
y'all
we
eat
haven't
that?
tried it on this ship, but we've tried it
Okay.
in the past and have liked it.
Yeah, we didn't try it on this one. There's one
We
more
only
that you
tried it on
haven't.
one and didn't
don't
have a
have
good
on there.
experience, but we're going to try it again
We're
on
giving it another try.
the very first night. We're going to try it. 'Cause I
Oh
get to go
yeah,
short.
something that we really enjoyed. I don't know if you're
Go ahead.
thinking the same thing.
Go ahead.
Serenity Deck is that what you were thinking of?
Well, that's one of them. but
Serenity
there's
has
two.
a salad area. Serenity Deck,
Oh.
it is perfect. It is so
really good.
good. So good. And
Oh.
it is like perfect for a cruise because you're eating, and you're so by the like fifth day, you're so tired of eating heavy foods that like a salad, a nice big salad in the sunshine is it's so refreshing. So
Okay.
they have something called Fresh Eats on
Fresh Eats.
Serenity Deck, and it's really, really good. And they have a variety of proteins to choose from.
Yeah.
Really, really, I would
Yeah.
recommend.
And there is one other food option that we didn't try either, which is right on the main atrium area. There's the
Oh,
cafe.
the blue they have free meal selections at the coffee shop.
empanadas
Java?
and-
Of the Java?
at the Java, yeah.
Yes.
But they
at
have
Java Blue.
empanadas, they have
They
pie,
have like grab and go, and they're all
they have a
included.
grab and go salad and
Oh, how nice.
sandwiches and other things
Look
like that
a lot of variety.
that you can just take and
We
go.
saw people like we saw other people that we had sailed with and we knew eating the empanadas that were like
Yeah,
they
they
warmed up
loved
and they
them.
loved
Cubans
them.
that
And
were
then,
loving
yes, they were they were
So
like
they loved it.
authentic. I
And
was
we
like,
wanted to try it, we just didn't get a chance to.
yes, yes.
The grab and go at the Java Blue
Java
Cafe.
Blue, I was blown away.
Yeah, well, it's more than
and you don't have
it's
to
not
go
just a grab and so there's a grab and go
Mhm.
section And then they also have like a pastries area that's got pies and the empanadas and other things.
It was a little confusing because some of the items are like are for sale, and then other items are like included. So whether
you have to be
like the grab and go, you could literally grab and go, and you don't have to walk in the line. I asked for that, and I'm like, do we have to stand in line?
It's a really nice
check
option.
This out? No, you could just
quick
grab
sandwich
and go.
or
a salad, pre-made salad,
or whatever.
They looked really fresh.
Yeah.
Java Blue food was good, says David
Awesome.
Randy. So it looked like a
that
really
is
nice
another
option.
food option that's on the boat that, or ship.
All right, so real quick, we're already past. I know Ronnie's going live right now. If Life is Good, but can you give us your top, real quick, your top 3 from 3, 2, and 1 on food options
that we just have to have?
And it may be different for each of you. If you had to go number 3, number 2, and number 1 for food options on the Mardi Gras from what you had, and it can be different for Nancy and different for Anthony.
Well, I think that,
number 3 is, 2 is, and 1 is.
Sea Day Brunch is still rocking.
Sea Day Brunch, but that's number 3 on mine.
Loved Sea Day Brunch.
Right.
I'm not organized to put them in order yet. That big chicken was
number 1,
not to miss. And I always like the dependability of the blue iguana. So those are
I always think the blue iguana is underrated. I always love blue iguana.
Really appreciate blue iguana, not only for their breakfast burritos, but for their tacos.
Chicken tacos.
That would be probably number 5 for me.
I love that. I love it.
Number 5 for me would be that.
Okay.
I would actually say why am I drawing a blank?
What
burgers.
Is it? The Guy's Burgers.
Guy's Burgers, number 2. They did a really good job with that. And then I also have a number 4, which would be Cucina's.
Yes, we've never ate there. It's never been on a ship we've been on, and we want to try that.
We're definitely
Cucina's really good.
Nona's meatball and the carbonara, the bacon carbonara. That was really,
I heard the chicken parmesan's really good there too.
Good. Really good.
But I heard the meatballs are really awesome.
Yes.
You're not gonna go hungry or have.
Oh man, I feel like we could talk about Mardi Gras like forever.
Absolutely.
We could. That's why we're doing it for like 6 weeks in a row, and people are probably getting tired of it. But we got 3 more weeks to talk about it before we're actually on it.
It's so exciting. I fingers crossed for Anthony getting that exception or whatever. That oh man, just. Woo!
Yeah.
It really, Mardi Gras offers so much. We really just enjoyed our time there so much. Really, the staff always amazing, but our experience was super. We loved it.
Good. And thank God so much for giving us
we
your
can't,
insight.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough for coming on and giving us your expertise, for being on there. And again, Anthony, Nancy, thank you so much. You're so sweet, so kind.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us on.
If you haven't, please come back again down the road and spend some time with us.
Yes, make sure that you do ask us if you have any other specific questions for like our experience. Just text me or message me or whatever. But definitely, we need to like cruise together.
So much fun.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all again for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Man, what a fun night.
It is so fun. It goes by so fast.
It does go by so fast. I don't know. But hey.
You didn't get to ask all our questions.
I know. I had so much more to ask. But hey, we got to find out some different things that we haven't had in the back. And so we got a couple more weeks for some people that are actually going to be on the Mardi Gras with us, or we're going to be on with them. So come back, check us out next Thursday night. But we hope you guys have a nice evening, and go check out Ronnie and Life is Good Today. And then at 10 o'clock, go see Betsy and Mike with Beach Please. And you guys have a great week, have a great weekend, and enjoy this weather, this fall weather, and cook you up some barbecue and be the light in this world and be the salt in this world. We hope you have a great evening.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys. Have a great one. Love you guys.